No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. This might be the first time in like 4 episodes I haven't spilled.
You're not done yet.
That's true. I want to jinx it.
Really call out.
I don't know. Don't act like you're not impressed.
That's nice, dude. Well played.
Got a pour half for Alexandra.
There you go. Let's split.
Was she over in the green room?
She's over in the corner. She promised she'd behave. She's just here for the beer.
She's over. You got her sitting in the corner. Does she have her GIMP mask on?
She's tied up. She can't. Doesn't have a very long radius, you know.
Yeah. How's she gonna drink with a ball gag in her mouth?
She's very resourceful, creative.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Hey, boys.
Thanks for coming on, Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you, dude.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to getting into it. You have a lot of nice fucking shit on your website, man. Pretty crazy going through it all.
I want to pull up your website while we're...
Anyways, before we get into the photography, I'm drinking Looped In. This is a West Coast Imperial IPA from Helper, Utah, representing Utah today. And this is with an experimental hop that I'm not familiar with, but my friend Jaron, who's the brewer there, really likes it. And this is super good. Has a lot of flavor, good hops to it. 9.2%, so it's nice, clean, crispy. Not too bitter.
I was gonna crack that one.
Nice.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did now.
Yeah, you should know better.
But then I was just like, I'm gonna do a little Utah rep right off the trip.
I'm glad you still got some.
I'm hitting the Brujos.
Back it up a little bit. You're losing it to your little background
green screen.
there. There you go. Perfect.
There we go.
I thought he was actually in outer space. He just gave it away.
I know.
Oh, man.
Blew up his
The,
Paul wasn't on the moon mission.
yes.
The Artemis.
He's on a
He
different
was, but he
mission.
never left Earth.
In about 10 minutes when the gummies kick in.
This is in honor of deep fried beer collab. It's
Oh, nice.
That's good.
I'm excited for that one.
I saw that one. I wanted to get some of that.
Yeah, it's good. It's 10.2. It's still a little bit green, I'd say, but it's still
Yeah.
pretty tasty. But cheers.
That's pretty solid.
Paul might
Dude.
share some with you, Bryan, if you run into him soon. I'm sure he's stocked up.
I have
Okay.
zero room in my beer fridge right now, so I'm trying to avoid going.
Get to work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you
can
waiting for, man?
Throw some
a good
down
problem
during
to
the
have.
episode.
You start shotgunning them on this show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tonight's the night to make a dent.
Yeah. Get some
Get
there.
after it.
What do you got,
Yes,
Bulls?
I got the Oak Union, which is a brewery here in Portland, and I never heard of them before. This is a Pilsner. It's a West Coast. And Simcoe, Belma CGX, Mosaic Cryo, Strata hops, Strata Hyper Boost hops.
Yeah.
So far, pretty good. So Pilsner is kind of hoppy. I like
Nice.
it.
You said they're here in
Top
town?
profile.
Yeah,
They're here in town?
I've never heard of it. Have you heard of that before? Oak Union?
No.
Whatever the name is.
I feel like that can,
It's
like,
kind of a cool
looks like
can,
a,
yeah, the can's
yeah, I was gonna
pretty
say it's pretty sick, but also I wouldn't expect it to be a Pilsner. Like based on the can, I figure that would
Yeah,
be like some
exactly.
like triple IPA or
stout,
like imperial stout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black IPA.
That's a good
Badass
point.
can.
It's pretty
That's a good
solid.
point.
What you got, Bryan?
All right.
First dead in your beer fridge.
Yeah, so I've got this one is from Breakthrough Brewing out of Seattle. It's called We'll Carry On. It's a three-way collab with Lyric Brewing. I think they're in Denver.
Yeah.
And then Shelton Brewing in Houston.
Hmm.
It is a double mash, quadruple dry hop, quintuple IPA.
Damn.
Right out of the gate.
14%, yeah. And it's hopped with Citra Incognito, Citra, Nectaron, Galaxy, Nelson Sauvin, and Waiti Hopkeef.
Hell yeah. Brian's been
And-
training for this.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's on the
He's been
team.
waiting for this moment.
Yeah. No, seriously, like I want to promote these guys as much as possible. This is like it's a one-man operation
Okay.
out of Seattle, and he it's basically a side hustle. He works full-time for Stoop Brewing, and then he just does this on the side, and bar none, he makes the best hazies in Washington as far as I'm concerned.
Nice.
Good deal.
Dude, you have to share some of that next time, you bastard.
I brought some of that with me when you, me, Mike, and oh boy were out a couple years ago, and Bellino just took them all home. You guys didn't get a chance to have any of them.
Yeah, that's right.
That sounds like
guys.
Bellino.
I was bogarting this thing.
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good.
Classic
Look about.
Bellino.
Yeah, it's our rule.
yeah.
Yeah, that looks
That's awesome.
yummy. Nice and dense.
I think this might be my favorite IPA to date. It's so thick.
Damn.
Like there's sediment in it already. It's like it's 2 months old.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good for a
What's
quintuple. Sweet spot.
What's the ABV?
14.
14.
14. Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
shot out of the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I bought a whole case of this stuff.
Nice.
That's his third one today.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you tried Verdant Brewing in Washington?
No, I have not heard of them.
Yeah, they're like a newish brewery. We had one of their beers on draft in Tokyo, actually.
Hmm.
And it was like our favorite one that we had that night.
Yeah, I was gonna. Was it that place that was down in the basement?
Is that the
we
place
had
where we
that?
got like a pile of steak and French fries? And
Oh yeah. That place that was down in the basement, or it felt like it was down. In
right, the basement of the mall. Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
it
that
wasn't
place
as
they had a
shady
great
as you're
beer.
making it sound. It was
Sounds weird.
well lit.
Yeah, sort of, mostly.
I'm
I'm
Because yeah,
drinking,
they're pretty good.
Lunch again. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've had this. on
Yeah,
the
you
show,
have
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Maine
So-
Brewing Co.
Maine Brewing Company.
That's a
7%.
West Coast IPA or a hazy.
It is. Yeah. No, it's a West Coast. It's
Nice.
straight up West Coast. I'm looking on there. I feel like they used to put the hops on the bottle, but I'm not seeing it. So can't tell you too much more about it.
It might
than
be
it's
all
just a
Citra.
touch out of date. Tastes like it. It's super Citra heavy, so it's definitely part of it. So this was bottled on 30 December, so just about right at the end of its life, but it still tastes pretty good. So
No, yeah, West Coast
Pretty good.
lasts longer than hazies, so it's
yeah,
probably fine.
yeah, no, it's good, solid.
But yeah, lunch is a East Coast staple for sure.
Yeah, so good.
Nice. So Brian, are you in Vancouver or
No, I'm in Seattle.
Oh, you are in Seattle?
Yeah, I'm about 30 minutes north of downtown Seattle.
Okay, cool. Because yeah, I know you as like I've been following you for a long time, and I know you as like one of the Columbia River Gorge OGs. I mean, you created the waterfall database. What was it called?
Yeah, so I got the Northwest Waterfall Survey was the first one. That's just Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and then the World Waterfall Database is the globe.
Okay,
No kidding.
damn, that's crazy. When did you start doing that? Did you do the local one first, and then decide you want to do a bigger one worldwide, or?
Yeah, so the website started in high school. I started it when I was like 17 or something like that. One of my science teachers had a flatbed scanner, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm going to scan my pictures so I can just put them online."
Mm-hmm.
And then we had an assignment where we had to make a web page, and so I was like, "Oh, this is really cool! I should do it." And 2 to 2 became a thing, and it just kind of grew from there.
And a lot of that was like going out and exploring and discovering waterfalls, right? Like that. Did they have names, or were you just like following creeks in the gorge to up into the forest, like bushwhacking and shit until you found something?
No, it started like I've been kind of obsessed with waterfalls since I was just a little kid. Like some of the earliest things that I remember are waterfalls when I was like 3 or 4 years old. My parents took me up to North Cascades National Park. And it kind of got solidified when I went to Scandinavia with my dad and my grandparents in must have been like 88, 89, something like that. And I saw some of the big waterfalls there, and I kind of came home with the bug.
Uh-huh.
And then I found a book. There's a local guidebook that was great, and it's just got directions and information about how to find local waterfalls, and I just started making my mom take me out to go and find all of those, and it grew from there.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, like from there, like how were you trying to find new places, or were you just like making trip reports for places that people knew about but weren't as visited, or like what was like your direction with that?
I mean, there wasn't really a direction at the beginning when I was just a kid.
Hmm.
I just wanted to go see waterfalls, and then as I got older, I was like, well, I want to take pictures of waterfalls when I go there, and so I got my very first camera, other than like a disposable camera. Like my parents bought me a disposable camera when I was like 12 or something like that.
Hmm.
But then I got like one of those cheap, like buy it at the drugstore Ricoh 35 millimeter. It's got one button cameras, and have a little switch to set the ISO on the film. Um, and I would take pictures with that, and they were of course complete garbage, always underexposed and things like that. But I just wanted to document it because it was cool. And it wasn't until I got into high school, I took a semester of photography in high school, and that's when I got my first SLR, that I kind of started to understand how to photograph waterfalls and what I wanted to do from a photography standpoint with waterfalls. Um, but it was still, for the longest time, like my focus was the waterfalls first, and the photography was just a means to an end, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more the experience of finding them and
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to. It was just I wanted to be out there more than anything else.
It's pretty cool.
but yeah, I feel like you're kind of underselling yourself right now because I know you as kind of like one of the people that was like discovering shit and like, like you were like a key figure in that era of like Columbia River Gorge photography, like that whole scene when that was like the hot spot of the US. Like everyone wanted to go there, like from like 2015 to like 2019 until like a lot of it burned down, I would say. But
I think it was before that even. It was like
Insane.
the late 2000s up until 2012 ish, maybe something like that. Back kind of like in the hot heyday of Flickr.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the gorge was absolutely the hotbed
The
of that
place.
area at that point.
I think it burned in 2017, much
Yeah.
of the gorge. The
was it
Cotton
2017? I
Camper.
thought it was later.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
it
it's
was almost
2017, September.
10 years ago now.
Oh, crazy! I thought it was
the
2019.
I got to Elbow Falls like the fall before it burned.
Okay.
Last
Yeah.
time I got a really good shot there, and I was really distraught when I heard that it burned, because
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
turned out to be one of my favorite pictures from down there.
Well, and like Oneonta Gorge, I went there in 2015, the last time. So it would have been 2 years later that it was closed off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
crazy.
Now it's just full of logs. It's just
Yeah.
the log jam is just
It's
horrendous.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
that place was
20.
insane.
So like it hasn't recovered at all.
Parts of the gorge are recovering as they would naturally, right? But the gorge,
Yeah.
the Oneonta Gorge, which was a very special spot, is just changed forever, I think.
I mean, on a
Oh.
human timeline, it's
On a
not.
human timeline, yeah.
Obviously, it's
They
not
come back.
forever. That log jam will blow out eventually. It's just a matter of when.
I've heard a little bit of rumors around maybe them trying to figure out a way to clear it out to make it more accessible to human traffic, but
That'd be
that would
nice.
be a challenge, I think.
Yeah.
I actually never got back to the falls when it wasn't frozen
Okay.
before the fire.
Oh, really?
The only time I ever got all the way back to the falls, I went in there in the winter where there was a serious cold snap. The whole gorge froze. I met up with Mike the day after I did this, and I was able to get all the way back to Oneonta Falls, and it was super cool because there's icicles everywhere. But I never got the shot of it, like, glowy green that I really wanted. And it was disappointing.
Yeah, I never got a good shot of it either because I sucked back then. But
It's a cool place. But Brian, I mean, in terms of your like discovering waterfalls, there's one in the Washington side of the gorge that you're one of the first people to document that falls, at least officially, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
And
I'm not. I can't take credit for finding the way to get in there. That was a couple other guys who were like hardcore into the waterfalling in the Portland area.
Mhm.
Um, but I think actually no, maybe I did. Maybe I was the first one to get to the bottom of it, but the others found a better route in with better
Yeah.
pictures of it. Because the
Mm.
first time I went in there, I went in way downstream and I had to hike a 3/4 of a mile upstream, and it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. But you
Um,
had no idea what was up there. You're kind of going, you're venturing upstream, hoping there's going to be a waterfall,
well, I
correct?
knew there was a waterfall.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how significant it was.
And so knowing for me, knowing that waterfall and you rounding that bend and seeing that amazing waterfall, that must have been such
Oh, it was just
an amazing experience. Like,
yeah,
I mean, that's so hard to experience in our day and age of really that kind of discovery of a
Yeah.
massively amazing natural phenomena.
yeah.
I mean, that must have been so cool.
Is
That
that a
was.
spot that's like pretty well known now, or
It's not like it hasn't blown up on social yet, and I'm
okay?
doing everything that I can to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I stopped posting directions to anything that doesn't have a formal trail years ago because I don't want to see places like that turn into what has happened at places like
Mossy Grotto.
Mossy Grotto
Mossy Grotto.
or McClellan Falls or
Yeah.
Panther Creek, the bottom of Panther Creek, things like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna actually remove all of like the names that I came up with from eventually because like it's it just makes it easier for the casuals who don't know what they're doing to find these places if they're
Right.
uniquely
Right.
named.
So I know like Mark Adamus was super into or is into like exploration, but back then he was like going around Olympic and stuff and trudging through like really dense rainforest looking for stuff. Were you in touch with him on like giving information back and forth or anything? Or
No, I talked with them like once or twice
okay.
about that whole Mark Adamus lies situation. That's
Oh
really the
yeah.
only time we ever
Yeah.
communicated.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Cool. Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys crossed paths or anything. Or...
No, I've never even met him in person.
Mm. Okay.
I've heard stories, but I've never run into him. He seems to have spent most of his time in the Northwest in Oregon. I don't think he ventured up into Washington very much, and I don't typically go to Oregon all that much,
Okay.
just because it's a drive.
Unless he wants to drink beers with Mike and I at Brewos.
Yeah. Well, if Brujos existed 10 years ago, maybe that would have been different.
Yeah.
So yeah, your website has like tons of photos of like different rainforests and mountain ranges. Like, are you typically around like the Cascades or like where are the main areas you're typically venturing off into? And
Yeah, it's mostly the Northwest. I mean, predominantly Washington, obviously, because that's what's easiest for me to access. But
Mhm.
I'll go anywhere as long as I have the flexibility to go there. I haven't done a whole lot internationally, and I'm gonna try to start remedying that. You know, financially and world events dictating
Mhm.
the ability to do that. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not like married to a specific area. I like to find places that have not really had the spotlight put on them, and I just like to explore. So anything that's new is,
Yeah.
it's something that I'm interested in going to just check out. Just even if it just turns out to be crap, I'm interested in going to just check it out.
Yeah, just experiencing something novel and it's
Yeah.
awesome.
I feel like also Brian, I think when that's early on, that's something I really kind of appreciate about you. And I think Trevor, your friend Trevor, is when you would post things from the Cascades, I was always like, where is exactly is this? These guys were kind of like finding locations, finding little nooks, backpacking everywhere and getting different perspectives and images from the Cascades and the rainforest. That was something that totally drew me into your work and just kind of made me admire you for just kind of doing your own thing. And that's kind of how I always see you, some guy who's just really knowledgeable about the Cascades and Washington in general, and knows all these different spots you want to go to, and just has really just blazed your own trail in a
I
lot of
appreciate
ways.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously, super cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you've known Bolino and Bowman for a while, just from how'd you guys all meet?
Kibby,
Yeah, Kibby.
Brian Kibbins, the legendary.
um,
Gibby's like Kevin Bacon.
yeah. Yeah, I've known Mike. I mean, it all goes back to Flickr.
Mhm.
Because it was all just kind of like, we were all posting on Flickr back in the day when the gorge was the hotspot. And the first time I went out with Mike must have been
2014, 2015,
probably, I don't know, I think it might have
2013,
been earlier than that.
even earlier.
It's
Yeah,
probably pushing 15 years ago at this point.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
And then Paul, I think the first time I met you is when we met up in Zion in
Yep.
16, I think it was.
Yep.
I think it
That
was
sounds
15 because then we ran into you in Spooky
Yeah.
Canyon
Okay. Yeah, that was the
like
trip.
a couple weeks later, and I flew down and met those guys, and you and Trevor came up,
Yeah.
and all of us were like kind of sideways and spooky. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
you
Just taking
know,
turns, just shuffling back and forth.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good trip. That was my first trip to the Southwest too.
Nice.
so cool. Who was not to prolong this, but like there was a Japanese photographer years ago who kind of like reached out to you because he was working on a waterfall book of the world or the United States maybe.
Hmm.
And you had a great experience kind of working with him and partnering with like finding different waterfalls for him to include.
Yeah. So
Um,
this is a longer story, so bear with me. So this basically came about because of my websites. I got an email from this woman who was representing a Japanese photographer, and she said something to the extent of this photographer is putting together a project to photograph the world's 100 greatest waterfalls. This is the list of locations that he is planning to photograph at. Could you provide us with some input on whether this is a valid, shoot list? And me and my buddy Dean, that runs the World Waterfall Database with me, we looked at this list and we were just like smiling and giggling at each other because it was just completely wrong. So we sent back an edited list.
Like wrong how so? Like to try it, like Niagara
Like
Falls and
it was basically like if somebody had opened up an encyclopedia and seen, there's a list of like notable waterfalls in the
right.
encyclopedia, but those lists are usually generated from information that originates from tourism boards or from national park systems where they have like really notable locations. So they're not necessarily the best waterfalls; they're just really well-known waterfalls. So it was a lot of like, for North America, for example, it was like Niagara Falls and then like Yellowstone Falls and then like Gibbon Falls in Yellowstone National Park, which is not that impressive.
Hmm.
And Cumberland Falls in where is that, Kentucky, for example. And like, if you're not from that part of the Appalachians, you probably haven't heard of that waterfall.
Uh-huh.
So we sent an edited list back, or a list of suggestions. And they were like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, we'll get back to you. And then a little while later, they were like, Mr. Shirakawa has looked at this information and he would like to bring you on as consultants. Would you like to come and meet so that we can further discuss this project? And I was like, okay.
What
'cause I
was
had
his
no
name?
idea. His name is
Shirakawa.
Yoshikazu Shirakawa. But I had like no context of who he was or how significant of a photographer he was
Yeah.
at that time. But when this conversation was going on, they said they basically told us they wanted to meet with us. So they paid for me to fly to Vermont,
Nice.
so that me and my buddy Dean lives in Burlington, so that we could meet with the photographer's representative. So we got together and had a meeting in Vermont. and they basically said, we want to hire you. We want to, we're going to pay you a consulting fee. Give us information about where we should go and shoot. And so me and my buddy were basically just like, this is too good to be true. There's no way that this is actually a thing. And we went back to his place that night, and we basically put together a list in like 2 hours, and gave it to her the following day. And like, a first draft maybe.
Yeah.
And she sent it off to the photographer, and they were just like, their minds were blown about it. So they ended up hiring us as consultants for this project, and we basically told them where to go shoot for this multi-year project. And at the end of it, they had said, when everything is done, there's going to be an exhibition in Tokyo. We're going to fly you to Tokyo so you can see everything. And again, because we really didn't have a context of who he was, we were just like, okay, yeah, that's probably not going to happen, but okay, that's cool if it happens. Mm-hmm. And so 3-4 years later, when the whole thing is done, they were like, the exhibition is going to happen. Here's your tickets to Tokyo. And they flew us like, business class flights from LA to Tokyo, put us up in hotels, gave us a week-long tour of Japan. We got to go see some waterfalls in Japan, as well as attending the exhibition, which was in, a big exhibition space in like a mall kind of location in Shibuya in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And obviously we met the photographer. He's a very humble guy, didn't speak very much English, but also very, very traditional Japanese. So there was a lot of culture shock, I guess, around when we met him, when we kind of started to understand the gravity of what we had been a part of, and seeing the pictures in the exhibition at the end. Sick. They were like, some of them were 10 feet wide.
Wow.
They were literally room spanning. And the other thing I can show you here, bear with me for a second.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a crazy story.
So this is not what they gave us when we first met with them, but there was like one of his previous projects was the world's 100 greatest mountains. So they gave us a copy of this for that project, and said, this is the catalog. This is like the promotional material. And it's not a small book by any means.
Yeah.
But this is the one for the waterfalls, and the pictures are really high quality. And we were looking at this as like, this is like a book that would cost $20-$30.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a signal that like, this is seriously a legitimate project. And so we got to Tokyo and we got to see these pictures, and you're like, holy shit, this guy is completely legitimate. And I guess like the best analogy I could make is he was almost like an art wolf in Japan. He was extremely profuse in his work, produced dozens and dozens of major books. They're this big. They did give us copies of the books, by the way.
Oh shit, look at that thing.
It's really good. I've seen this book in person. Super good.
Yeah. This is one of three, and it's just slipcover. This paper is like,
I'll spill your beer on it.
Yeah, it's like 300 weight or 300 pound paper.
Wow.
Yeah, 300 GSM.
And it's just absolutely incredible quality. By far the most impressive books that I own.
Does he have your name in there anywhere?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
I'm credited in the books. He autographed them and signed them and everything.
That's crazy. What a unique experience. Was there like radio silence during those 3 to 4 years that he was working on it?
There was the other part of it, the other that I completely glossed over is in 2003. So about 3 months after we had that initial meeting in Vermont, they called me up and said, one of our drivers or one of our guides has to go home because he's sick or something like that. Do you want to come to Yosemite National Park and work as a as a driver, as a porter for Mr. Shirakawa. And at the time, I was in the middle of college, and I was just kind of like, is it, I don't know. And they said, well, we're going to pay you $100 a day. And I was like, okay, I guess, yeah, I can go to Yosemite for $100 a day when I don't have any other income. Yeah, sure. So I got to go basically just carry Mr. Shirakawa's camera gear around for 3 weeks and get paid for it.
Nice,
and, have meals with him, cook some meals for him. It was, it was kind of basic, and I didn't really know what I was doing as a photographer at the time. So being able to watch him in the field was kind of like, it was interesting. It was kind of eye-opening.
When was this? Like what years?
This was 2003. This was like spring of 2003.
So was he shooting like large format film or?
Yep. Yeah, he was shooting 645.
Yeah, digital cameras still sucked back then.
Yeah, I had my first digital camera at the time. It was a Canon G3, but he was doing, like, he had a couple of Linhof large format cameras and like probably $50,000 worth of glass with him, if not more.
That's awesome.
So cool. What a great experience for you.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed away about 3 years ago, I think.
He's an older guy.
Yeah. I think he was late 80s when he died.
Wow. Good run.
Wow.
That's super cool, man. What a unique opportunity. I'm glad Belina brought that up because I had no idea.
Yeah, I was trying to find some of his pictures to put on the show because I don't think anybody outside of Japan, or at least I don't think many people in the Anglosphere are aware of him.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, like, none of his work is online.
Oh, it's not.
He has there's no digital presence at all. So you basically have to find the books to
Wow.
have some kind of exposure to them.
Well, that's too bad. Mikey's freaking scanning the shelf.
We're all waiting on Mikey right now.
Yeah,
What's he
he's
gonna
like,
do? What's Mikey gonna do?
he's like,
no,
I got this. I got
No,
this
we
shit.
were. I forgot who it was. I think it may have been like Christopher Berg or like one of our guests was talking about this kind of obscure Japanese photographer who, like, you can only get his books if they're mostly out of print. And I ended up finding one. I thought it might have been him, but it's not. It's a different guy.
Maeda?
Yeah, I forget the name.
Maeda.
Oh, Shinzo Maeda?
You're
Okay.
right.
I
Yeah.
have one of his books.
You
They're great.
can find his books. Yeah, I have a couple of them.
Yeah, I was able to find one, but it made me. I couldn't remember his name, so I thought it might have, on the off chance, been him, but that wasn't.
No.
I've been trying to find some of Mr. Shirakawa's other books online, and you can get a couple of them, or you can find a couple of them on eBay every now and then, but they're usually $300, $400, $500 a piece, and like I don't know if I want it that badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
cool,
bring
man.
that book next time we hang out, dude.
Yeah, take it to Brewhouse.
Let's put some beer on it.
I don't know. You gotta
Lay
wear
it down on
gloves
the
for
sticky
that.
table while you're eating tacos.
These books
Yeah.
are literally like, if I could save one thing in a fire, that's going to be those books.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
That's awesome.
I'll sacrifice the hard drive. Those books are getting saved.
Irreplaceable.
That's killer.
That's awesome.
So cool.
Well, yeah, I was really pleased to see the kind of work you picked out. You found some great stuff, and yeah, it was like all people we hadn't featured before, which is always a bonus.
Really?
So
Really, you haven't had Scott before?
Wow.
we may have featured one of Scott's. I'd be surprised if not, but definitely not for a while. The rest of the
Okay.
people, I don't think we ever have.
Okay, great.
That's like pretty remarkable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to do now after 52 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is pretty sick, dude.
that's wild.
Yeah, Scott has been one of those photographers that I've just been absolutely enamored with since the first time I saw his work. Primarily, I
Yeah.
think because like you never know what you're looking at.
Yeah,
And even
it's
once you
super
understand
abstract.
what he's photographing, you still don't have any like the lack of perspective, the lack of context on how he is photographing, what he is photographing is just, it creates such a disconnect. Like, because you can't ever see this from ground level.
Right.
But I've always been a big fan of like abstract materials, and it almost feels like what he's got to work with over there in Western Australia is like cheating, because
Yeah.
It's so unlike anything else that I ever see from anywhere else on the planet. I'm sure there's other places where you could do this kind of photography, but
Yeah, we're just like naturally super abstract and
yeah,
ambiguous.
yeah.
He's
And
coming over,
obviously a lot of what he photographs is not natural either, but I
right.
honestly don't care. He's one of the few photographers where the impact of the darker side of humanity, I guess, is really elegantly portrayed.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like horrible beauty.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's like disturbingly.
Mhm.
I remember when I first found his work, probably back in 2018, and yeah, I was just blown away. Like, what the hell is this? And because aerial photography wasn't huge back then, because drones hadn't really populated yet, and he's coming over to Utah next year. So
Oh, is he? I know
yeah, I'm excited.
Matt Payne is down there right now doing a workshop with him.
Oh, in Australia?
So yeah,
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
he's going out like as Scott's client, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Scott's
So
coming
maybe
out
they're
next
doing an
year.
exchange program.
Yeah. Well, Scott's doing a workshop with Kane Engelbert and Chris Byrne over
Yeah,
here in
yeah, I think Kane's
Ariel.
down there right now too. Yeah,
Good deal.
Yeah, Kane. Oh, Kane's over in Australia.
I believe so. I think that's
I
what
think
Matt said.
so.
Yeah,
I think he went a while ago. So yeah, maybe he went back. I'm sure he loved it. But yeah, that's sick. But it'll be interesting to see like how his game travels. Like what kind of
yeah,
stuff he creates over here. I'm sure it'll be
yeah,
awesome. But I'm just curious.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Scott's stuff, like you can tell, like it's like a tidal flat or patterns in a desert
Tailing
or something like
ponds.
that. But when you have these tailing ponds or these industrial waste sites where it looks like something out of a deep space image or something like that, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
just absolutely unreal. I love it.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's
Glad
pretty
you featured
wild.
this.
It's insane.
Seems
So
like
is that
it's
what
like
this is? I mean, like, what
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
like tailing ponds. So
Why is it
what
so?
exactly is a tailing pond?
It's like where they dump all the industrial waste from
Got
mining.
it.
yeah, we have some over here, like by the Great Salt Lake. Like when you're flying into Salt Lake Airport, depending on like if you're coming from Oregon or something, you'll
You can see
see
it.
like these pink or like green or teal like random pools around there, and that's from mining and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like it's on fire. I mean, it looks like a
Yeah.
volcano.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm fairly
Totally
sure
was.
that a lot he juices the saturation on a lot of his images, but it doesn't matter. It honestly
It's
doesn't matter.
always
There's no
warranted, you know.
context.
It doesn't
Yeah,
look
exactly.
off, which is the important part. Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason for doing it
Hmm.
that benefits the scene.
Yep.
It's almost like those early depictions of the solar system forming where like all
Yeah.
the different fiery fireballs are kind of like hitting each other and colliding and coalescing into planets. It's like
Yeah.
Like when
pretty
God
impressive.
created the
Exactly.
universe and
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Yep.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I
cool.
mean, it looks to me like sperm on fire racing towards an egg.
Yeah, that's a good
Dude,
interpretation.
I had the same thought
Yes.
process. I'm glad you said it.
Paul was
Yeah.
restraining himself,
Some
but
Bowman sperm.
Yeah,
It
I was
was.
waiting for Paul, man. I was figured it was teed up for him, but
low hanging
Dude,
fruit.
dude, it was in the bullpen warming up and you freaking shot it.
yeah, dude.
I expected it from Paul. I
Okay,
didn't expect it
Mark.
from Mikey.
Yeah, gotta pick up the slack when Paul's behaving himself in his little hotel conference room.
Calm down.
Exactly. My ninja
Damn.
room.
We don't have many underwater images, so this was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was actually something that somebody on Discord showed me, and everybody else on the server. I had never heard of Helene before, but as soon as I saw one of her images, I was just like, "My God, this is absolutely incredible!" And I've never really been interested
cow.
in underwater photography before I saw her work, but this it just immediately invoked comparisons to like an alien environment you would see in a video game or something like
Uh-huh.
that.
Does she
Oh.
exclusively photograph underwater?
I believe so. I didn't really notice a whole lot of terrestrial photography in her stream when I was digging through and trying to find something
Uh-huh.
to share. I know she's a free diver as well, which is incredibly impressive when you consider the context of what she is photographing.
Yeah.
I think I read somewhere that she had like a record, a free dive record as well. She was, able to dive for like 30 minutes or something like that
That's crazy.
What?
without,
Crazy.
breathing apparatus.
That's insane.
Yeah, she's got some great stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is cool. Like, it doesn't look. I don't know what it is about it, but there's something. It just almost doesn't look like most underwater photography. I don't know if it's like the coloring. Like normally you get like a super blue hue to the water or something. It looks like air. I mean, it's clearly
Yep.
underwater because it's underwater vegetation, but at first glance it could be just some like weird forest or something.
Yeah,
especially
it's
with
like
the light beams coming through.
Atmospheric light
Yeah.
rays.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
part of it is just like it's because it doesn't look like typical underwater photography, and
Yeah.
it's where she is photographing it or photographing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an area where you see a lot of other underwater photographers, at least that I don't see a lot of
Yeah.
underwater photographers. Not that I follow a lot of underwater photographers.
I love the silhouette of the little fish too,
Yeah.
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 wandering through.
And that light just breaking through is great.
Yeah.
And there's video on a lot. If you just go and look through her stream on Instagram, there's video accompanying a lot of these pictures, and you can kind of see how the light interacts with the kelp, and it's just completely unreal.
Yeah.
Nice.
I took a little quick tour through her IG stream and shows complexity really well. Like there's very few simple images. It's all very complex and organized like this is, and shows it super well.
Which is always like, it's so hard to do.
Yeah, it's like
So
forest
hard to do.
photography,
Yeah.
but free diving.
Yeah, she's holding her
Holding
breath.
your breath.
Yeah, if she's holding her
Forest
breath while
photography,
taking
it's
these
like-
pictures, like how that's
Yeah.
incredible. That's insane.
Under pressure.
Yeah.
She's like 30 feet down, too. It's wild.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you got to like blow out all your air so that you're not like bobbing up and down, and you can like actually compose.
I don't get the impression that she's very deep when she's taking these pictures. Like,
This one looks
maybe-
more shallow. Yeah, like
Yeah,
coral
I
reef.
don't think most of her locations are more than like 20 feet underwater ish.
Uh-huh.
But still,
Well, there just
that's
wouldn't be that much subject matter. I feel much
Yeah.
deeper than like the coral reef, and
exactly.
Man, her IG page is just awesome.
Look at
yeah, I
that,
just
man.
followed her. I'm gonna look at it more of her
So good.
stuff.
Yeah, she's got some pretty
Yeah.
excellent share, Brian.
It's kind of hard to find someone who shows something new, and I feel like after just 1 minute of streaming or whatever, flicking through her images on IG, it seems kind of new and fresh, which is amazing. It's kind of a rarity.
Dude, it's insane.
So good
Dude.
find. Thanks for the suggestion. That's great.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I wish I could take
Dude.
credit for it, but it wasn't my find originally. I don't remember who suggested it to me, but it was not my find originally.
This stuff
I think he's
is
going to go
fucking
smoke a
lit.
cigarette.
Damn, look at this one. Freaking black and white with the fish. Damn. Anyway.
That's
Well, I
good stuff.
suck.
So cool.
I really liked this one.
That's awesome.
I love how it's like very
Beautiful.
desaturated, but so captivating. Like
Yeah.
it's just very even, like neutral, this nice grays. Didn't punch up the blues or anything. Just
Yeah, so the context of this, Morgan's a guy I know, a friend of mine. I was actually with him on this trip. It was organized by Tristan Todd, and there was 7 of us that went out there and camped up in this place up in
BC.
Central BC. Yeah, for 4 or 5 nights.
Cool.
And yeah, by far the most epic trip that I've ever done. And this was the morning that we had by far the best conditions of the entire trip. Started out like almost totally foggy, and it slowly cleared and slowly cleared and slowly cleared. And I was kind of hanging out around where our camp was, about a mile away from this location. And Morgan and one of the other guys went out to the glacier here and just posted up on this comp, waiting for the clouds to clear. And I'm totally happy with the pictures that I got when this happened, but like I can't look at this picture and just be like, oh, fuck you, this is the best picture that anybody on that entire trip took. It was so freaking good. And the most epic part is about a minute after this happened, 2 F-18s flew right up and over the glacier. And we were all just like, what? You know?
Wow.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
So you guys had to take a helicopter into this location, right? This is not a
Yes.
walkable,
Yeah.
backpackable.
I mean, you could. It would take 3 or 4 days to
Yeah,
walk in there, but yeah, we flew in.
amazing, incredible.
Yeah, Morgan
Like, what
has an
time of day was
absolutely.
this?
This was like
Late
late
morning?
morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part of this location, like we were literally shooting all day up there. Doesn't matter what the conditions were. The sun is low enough in the sky this time of year that it's 100% shootable all day.
Yeah, it's just soft enough,
Yeah.
angled.
Mm-hmm.
Was that September, October,
It was early
late
September.
August?
Yeah. Early
Yeah, I'm sure
September.
fall is earlier at this elevation and
Yeah.
that far north.
Wow, look at that glacier.
Yeah, it's not that high up. I think it's only about 5,000 feet up.
Okay.
But that far north, yeah.
Yeah, this one's super sick. I love like the flow that it has. Like it just has like a lot of nice movement from left to right,
Yeah.
sweeping in.
Yeah. Morgan has a ton of fantastic material. We've been dogging him to get a website up for the longest time.
Okay.
So,
Or is at least on Instagram, right?
get your freaking website up. Yeah, he's on Instagram.
Yes, or in car mods.
Yeah, you have quite a website, but it seems like you don't post on social media very much. Like, I feel like your
No.
Instagram feed is like an eighth or a tenth of like your portfolio.
Because social media sucks.
Yeah.
If
Sure does.
like it's I don't do this professionally. I don't rely on it as income, so
Yeah.
I don't have to be a slave to it. So
Mhm.
fuck it.
I like it.
There it is.
It's understandable. But yeah.
He's got some great mountain stuff. He's got a lot of nice mountain scenes. They're unique. You don't really see them very often. Super cool.
Yeah, he gets out there. He's very ambitious. He tried to do a traverse up in, I can't remember if it was in the Yukon or if it was in Alaska. And he tried to solo this traverse. It was like a week-long traverse or something like that. We were all just like, dude, you are absolutely off your rocker trying to do this by yourself. And he got up there like 2 or 3 days in and got to a river that he couldn't ford and had to call the helicopter to come and get him because he couldn't complete it.
Yeah, stuff like that's difficult because you just don't know until you get there. Like water levels can change and just there's so many factors. Definitely risking it. But yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I know George, but I don't think we featured any of his images yet.
No, I don't think we have. That's
Yeah.
wild.
I talk with George fairly frequently on Discord. He's a big beer guy too, so if you need a future content for the show, reach out to him for sure. But yeah, he's got a bunch of really nice stuff, and when he posted this one, it just stopped me in my tracks. It was just like you see a ton of fog images from the Bay Area, but I've never seen anything like this before. He's just got a fantastic eye to see something like this, and he posted some behind the scenes footage of this.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, he was shooting at like 400, 600 mil from like a quarter of a mile off. It's just this little itty bitty tree that's like on a hillside. And, his ability to see something like that and isolate it and make something like this out of it was just fantastic.
That's wild.
Yeah, I love how he emphasized like the lighting as opposed to the trees as well. Just really silhouetted all the trees just become like texture that help shape the light beams, and I love how it's just like blacks out on the edges. Like you can't even tell what ratio this is right now on the screen.
Yeah.
I think it's 1-to-1, but yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something that took me a long time to kind of understand is you shoot to the light, not to the subject.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really sweet. Who cracked one there?
I hear it.
Sounds like somebody moved on.
I'm on number 2.
Thought it was Swan.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Don't let me distract you though. You can keep talking.
I mean, I don't have anything else to say about this. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
It is.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared this one.
Yeah, it's super unique. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a refill.
You better.
Yeah,
So I'm
dude.
pouring another one from Utah. There's a double IPA. Hazy.
Helper
from,
again?
No, that's from TF. This one's called Protect Your Nekta. Tribute to Wu-Tang Clan. But it's got a B on it.
Oh,
And it's all Nectaron hops, 8.8%. This one's really good. It's like probably the best hazy they do.
All Nectaron is top tier.
that's nice.
Alexander was bitching because I didn't pour her as much.
Dude, you gotta take care of your girl.
Yeah, dude.
Figure it out. I got a little something special in the bag and warm it up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a refill in a second too.
Dude,
Oh, that's pretty fucking sick.
what is this?
Yeah, this is another one that just stopped me in my tracks when I first saw it.
Fucking Swan.
Yeah. Yeah, just she's
Jesus.
great. She's got so much really, really nice material. Like when I saw this one, this is like the first thing that came to mind was from an image that I wanted to share from her. But I was looking through her portfolio earlier, and I was like, oh shit, there's like 5 or 6 other images that would just been just as good.
Yeah.
But what I love about this is it's so simple, but it's so engaging.
Yeah.
I'm following her.
Yeah, she's got some shit.
Processing is like super simple, you know, nothing's pushed or anything. It's just naturally captivating. Like,
I mean, honestly, this could even not be processed. This could legitimately be straight out of the camera. It's so
Yeah.
clean, so neutral,
mhm.
but it's absolutely perfect. You don't have to do anything to it.
Yeah, I found her stuff because she took a critique group with me a while back, and I was super impressed. She likes to do a lot of abstract stuff, which is nice to look at.
Yeah.
Pretty unique.
I also really enjoy her work. She's kind of new to photography, just a few years maybe at the most, correct? Like she's kind of like, I met her at a conference last year, and she's so enthusiastic about photography. Like she's definitely got the bug and has progressed and wants to learn and has some really great images, even as a younger or newer photographer.
hmm
I love the way the colors mimic, like, especially the ring around the leaf itself, kind of really does mimic some of the exact color tones in the leaf.
Yeah.
Just kind of makes them pop, makes that ring pop really well. And just the droplets, just just the arrangement of those droplets is so good. Perfect.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Do you know where she's based out of? She's got a ton of stuff from New England.
It's like
She's-
Massachusetts or New
No,
England.
she's in
somewhere.
Colorado. She's in Colorado.
Oh, shit.
But I think she just moved back to India or Pakistan. I forget what country she lives in, but she just
Yeah.
moved back.
She did?
Yeah, because I was shipping her like she bought one of the print collections and she had to change her address because she was moving before they were done, and I think it was India.
Yeah. Yeah, she's super talented. She should definitely keep on. Hopefully she does continue photographing in India.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd love to see what she can do in India.
Really nice.
Yeah, I remember the image she submitted to the critique group was really impressive. Well, she submitted 3 and they were all nice, but there was one that like really blew me away. I could not figure out what it was, and super cool.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's based out of Vancouver, the Vancouver area, I believe.
Okay.
And like I've never seen. I had to actually go look up his name because I had never seen images attributed to him by name. He uses an alias when he posts all his stuff. But he's always got really nice forest images from BC.
What's his alias that he uses?
Yeah,
It's like CNC Cinema Addict or CDC.
Is that his Instagram handle? Because I can't find him on
Yeah,
Instagram.
hang on. I can look him up really quick. Hang on. I don't think he's on Instagram actually. He's on Flickr primarily.
Flickr.
Oh, okay.
I probably can't even get logged into my Flickr account these days.
DMD Photo Addict.
They banned you over there, dude.
Yeah, but he's
DMD.
just got he does Pacific Northwest forests really really well. But this is
Apparently.
by far the best image that I have seen from him, I think. And just like, I see this kind of stuff all the time when I'm out just exploring, and I've never been able to take a picture like this. So I see something like this and I just go, oh, it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
It is so fucking great.
it's so good. It's all about like seeing the way the light's interacting with the tree.
Yeah.
And just letting things fall off. But like, again, the shadows, like kind of like they're not like pitch black, which really
Yeah.
helps with the atmosphere. but it's
Yeah.
underexposed. Like he handled this super well, and just having that mist or fog or whatever that is, kind of like coming up is it's
Yeah.
rare. It's
Yeah.
so well done.
Yeah, it's
So
just like emerging from the darkness.
yeah,
So cool.
it just kind of drops off
Oh,
at the
nice.
bottom. Like there's no reference point for the bottom of the frame.
Right. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and
really neat.
honestly, like looking at this picture right now, I got a shot that's similar to this in Olympic a couple of years ago, and I'm like going, I need to reprocess it like this because the way that I process it is like way too like contrasty and crunchy right now, and this would be a much better treatment.
I feel like you don't get much fog up in Olympic.
Well, it's not really the fog. Like this is basically the tree is moist and the
Yeah,
sun
so the heat
hits
is
it,
like-
and so the water starts to evaporate. Basically, that's
Yeah,
what happens.
it's like steaming.
Yep.
It's like an even cooler phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool. So it's just coming off of the tree that is in the light.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And this happens pretty frequently. It's just you have to be in the right place at the right time to catch
Yeah,
it.
and the right lighting where it's
Yep.
accentuating it.
Yeah.
Nice side light, so you get the shadows behind it.
Bolino, what'd you pour?
Another local brewery, Ruse. This is a double hazy, and it's pretty good, pretty solid. It's Citra Mosaic. It's 8.2. But I enjoy Ruse beers. Sometimes a little too carbonated, but this one's actually really nicely well-rounded. It's really
Yeah.
tasty. It's good.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, we went there a couple times last time I was out there.
Dude, that pizza was fire.
Yeah,
And those burgers.
so good.
They were so good.
Yeah, Alexander really liked the bathrooms.
Yes.
Bathrooms are really clean. The floor
Really
was,
good.
pristine.
Spotless.
Yeah.
The remodel they've done is very impressive.
All right. Hold your dicks, boys. I'm going to get another beer.
I'm not cracking one until Swan does. I'm holding out.
Gotta make sure I get all the sediment on the bottom here.
Nice hop oils and all the yeast.
hmm
Swan's scooping up that 14% freaking sludge at the bottom.
Getting my money's worth out of this, I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
Lick the glass.
It's not-
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Pour a little water in there and swish it around. And
Yeah. I'm gonna go empty the tank real quick.
All right. Hey, there's somebody pounding on the door here. Cool.
FBI.
I'm not looking at him.
Yeah, just don't make eye contact.
No. I locked the door, overrode the key code.
Barricade.
Yeah.
Put a bookshelf in front of it.
Exactly. Oh, man. How about freaking Swan coming with the goods, dude?
Yeah, he picked out a lot of nice stuff.
Mikey D,
There he is.
congratulations,
Back.
dude. I haven't said it in person.
What?
Congrats
For what?
on the Boda, the wedding.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
That was like,
I messaged you on
October.
Instagram, but I figure since you're here, we have a little lull. Just want to say,
yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
yeah, it's awesome.
It's old news.
I know it's old, but it's been a while since I've
Little
done the
bit.
show, so
Yeah, it's true. It has been a minute. Yeah, I don't know if I've had this one either. 14 Star Maple Breakfast Stout. Another Vermont beer, repping the home state.
14
Dude, you're doing
stars, the
good with
brewery.
that.
Yeah, 14 Stars a brewery. Is a retired, I think he's a Marine or something. Bought a bowling alley, turned it into a brewery. Puts out some pretty decent stuff.
Nice. Can you still bowl there?
No.
Any strippers?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
What's the ABV on that?
6.5.
Okay.
Let's see what else it's got here.
You're going backwards.
I know. Just a little bit, though. It's not that far.
Working your way down to water.
Yeah. Still have some NAs down there in the basement. It doesn't say anything about it other than brewed with maple syrup and cold brewed coffee.
Nice.
Good combo.
Does it look pretty thick or is it a little thinner?
2 C's thick.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Jet black.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey, I'm curious. What's your take on Eddie?
On what?
On
Topper.
Heady Topper.
Oh, it's way overrated. I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
I mean, they marketed that kind of brilliantly, or at least they handled it brilliantly. They drove demand through the roof that just like way outstripped the quality, by limiting the distribution and creating this kind of like
Scarcity.
frenzy for it. Yeah, exactly. And so it blew the hype like through the roof. And I mean, it's not bad, but it's not, I mean, the worst thing to come out of Fidens is better than Heady Topper.
Yeah, I had it. God, when was it? Must have been 17 or 18, I think.
Yeah.
Like two trips back to New England.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was good, but it was just like it's an IPA.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of the East Coast version of Pliny.
Pliny.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The other one, I'm blanking on the name right now. So one I usually get, it's actually
Focal
a little
Banger.
bit better. Focal Banger, yeah.
Focal Banger, yeah.
Yeah,
That one's a
Focal
bit more
Banger I think is
bite-sized.
actually better. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that. I'm going to definitely try that next time I'm out that way.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I've had.
Give me a shout when you come out this way. Burlington's not that far.
Yeah,
so-
absolutely.
or
Yeah,
wherever.
I'd love to meet up with you and Jimmy. I got family in Boston, so
Oh, nice.
yeah. So what happens is I go out and visit them in Boston for a couple of days, and then I get together with my buddy up in Vermont for a couple, up to a week, depending on
Nice.
his schedule.
Yeah, dude, just shoot me a message. We'll hook up.
Yeah, 100%.
Shoot
Have
some
you already
shit,
been
drink
to
some beers.
every single waterfall in Vermont, Brian?
I'd say like 50%.
Nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite in Vermont?
Muscatine in Stowe.
Yeah.
In Stowe.
Yeah, the one in Stowe. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The other one is decent, but it's way overrun because it's 20 feet from a road. So.
Yeah, exactly. I have a pretty good shot of that one that I got 20 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
When I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
But the one in Stowe, I have not been able to get the shot that I want there ever.
Well, that one's super dependent on water. That dries out really fast, and so.
Well, I want it low. When
Oh, do you?
I've been there when it's been running really high, and it's a pain in the ass to shoot when it's really, because you can't get to the bottom
You
of it
can't
really
get to
well.
it. No, not
But
at all.
when it's so, I want to get to the bottom of it when it's running really low. Actually, the last time that I was there, I tried to get to the bottom of it, and I was wearing my waders and my tevas, and I crossed the creek, and I was like trying to pick away upstream, and I like slipped, and I did
Yeah.
one of those like running, flailing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall, but I need to stop myself from falling straight across the creek. And I almost like went full submerged with my camera on the tripod in hand, with my backpack on my back,
Yeah.
and I banged the camera lens first on a rock, and it hit like right on the edge of the polarizer, so it dented the polarizer, but it didn't break anything. And I was just like,
Wow.
God, how did I avoid a complete disaster here?
Yeah. No, it is gnarly to get in there. So I've been there in August, and it's like maybe mid shin deep.
Yeah.
And you just walk right to the base of it. But it's also pretty overgrown. At least the last time I was there, there wasn't really a lot of like good clean compositions from the bottom, I thought. But there was a lot of like trees and branches like kind of coming in, which I don't know if that was there when you were there or not, if they've been like new trees that have like fallen down.
There were a whole bunch of trees that had fallen down across it when I was there.
Yeah.
And that was part of the problem. But as I believe they have all washed out now. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's been at least 3 years since I've been there. Actually, no, more than that, because it was before I had my Canon camera. So it's like 2021, I think, was the last time I tried getting there.
yeah. Well, I try to get out that way every 4 or 5 years ish or so.
Yeah.
So maybe next year. We'll see.
Paul, is that the Brujos Evil Twin stout I saw there?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the.
Your background
Yeah.
is just killing it, Paul.
Here, hang on a second.
Hold it up in front of your face or something.
Yeah, if you hold it in front of your face, it'll protect the
There you go.
background.
How's that?
Nice.
To the pit. It's a imperial pastry stout, treated with toasted and raw coconut, marshmallow, graham crackers, vanilla, and cacao nibs.
Fuck.
12%.
That's some shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
You have to
telling
get
you
coconut.
now. Yeah, it's pretty legit.
How often do you get down to Brewos, Brian?
Oh, like not consistently. I try to get there at least once a year, but like I
Okay.
might get to Oregon twice a year. I need to get down there more frequently because like
Yeah.
you know I'll drive 3 to 4 hours up into the North Cascades, like just on a whim. But for some reason I'm just like Portland is. I don't want to drive to Portland, but it's legit. It's it's a 3.5 hour drive for me. So
But it's also about the traffic. Like you're on the
It
north side of
is.
Seattle, so
Yeah.
the whole SeaTac area is just a
oh yeah,
bear
it's
to get
just
through in
fucking.
rush hour with
It's
traffic.
because I'm on the north end of Seattle, so I have to go through the entire metro area.
Yeah,
And
it's awful.
It's a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have gone to
I
the
get it.
anniversary with us.
I was seriously debating it, and by the time I was like, yeah, I should probably try and go, the tickets were all sold out. So
Next year, dude.
next
Next
year,
We
year
could have
go.
snuck you in,
yeah,
dude.
You'll
I'll
love it.
100%. I will go next year for sure.
It was so many good beers. Really, really good beers.
Oh, dude, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I
Deep
saw the
fried
lineup.
was-
I was like, fuck, the FOMO is hitting right now.
Yeah, it was
Really
so good.
good.
All right, time to go. Time to go number 2 here.
There you go.
What are you cracking?
So I have one from Human People Beer.
Okay. Where are they
Also
out
out
of?
of Seattle. They're in Seattle.
Okay. They were at the anniversary.
That amateur ass
They were.
right there.
They were.
This is actually Human People's collab with Fidens. It's their version of Jasper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
it's all
it's
Citra.
yeah, it's double dry hopped, all Citra, 7.8%. I think it's probably my second favorite one from Human People so far. They did one with Brujos a while back that was just like the creamiest beer that I've ever had, which is easily my favorite. But this one is just excellent too. So
Nice. Have you had anything from Fidens?
Paul has given me a little sampling a
Okay,
couple of
cool.
times. I couldn't tell you what they were.
Yeah.
They were good. They're very good, in fact. But fuck if I know what they were. And I don't think Paul could tell me what they were at this point because he is probably
They were.
pretty
They were the
kicked.
best they had. They were the best they had,
Yeah.
and I was willing to share.
Yeah, the best. That's the key. The best you were willing to share. Not gonna give me the good stuff.
No, I was giving the good stuff, dude. Always the good stuff.
Yeah, I bet Jimmy had to bail out of this episode last minute with a family situation, but I bet if you hit him up, he'd be happy to send you out a package.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
for sure.
Like I said, my beer larder is overflowing. I
Just
try to
tell him you were really offended by his absence and he needs to make it up to you.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me, Phil. Tell me,
Like, that's
Phil.
pretty
Do not,
fucked
off,
up, dude.
do not
Make
offer
him
to
do
pay
this.
him.
Send me some beer as penance.
Yeah, like that's fucked up, man. My debut.
Oh my god, so good.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
There's an image we all
I
know,
love this image.
but I don't think
Yeah.
he's been featured.
Nah.
This is so sick.
Yeah,
So
I
good.
think this is
Incredible.
probably my favorite waterfall image ever.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick,
And,
dude.
I would
and
agree.
what I think what makes this so good is this is such a massive waterfall that you just can't reliably expect to ever get this kind of image at a waterfall.
Have you been to this one?
No. I mean, this is in
Lovely, right?
Africa. This is Ruacana Falls on the border of Angola and Namibia.
So you still got to check this one off on your worldwide database.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to go there. And I'm, go to the Deadley in Namibia while I'm out there at some point. But the problem is there's a dam like a mile upstream from the waterfall, and it's dry like half to 3/4 of the year, so you can't reliably expect it to be flowing.
Mhm.
Mm.
So he got these conditions, he got it flowing
Interesting.
really, really well, and he got this light at it, so it's.
Sick.
How big do you think that tree is?
So the falls themselves are like 350 feet tall. They're huge.
Okay, I love that you know some context about this, because I would see this as I don't know, maybe like a decent sized falls, and that's like a little bonsai tree, like not really a tree.
No,
but
that's not a bonsai
Real
tree at all.
tree.
That's a big tree.
Yeah.
Like this is probably the second largest waterfall in Africa. It's absolutely enormous, but because the dam is
Dude,
there,
that thing is so sick.
it never looks like this
Mm-hmm.
anymore, at least.
Wow. I
Yeah,
bet
it's
you
so
right now
badass.
it does because I know Namibia got a lot of rain this last week. Like Dipla's flooded, all those areas. I bet you right now would be a perfect time to go visit this place.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the hydro system isn't like sucking it all up.
Yeah. Also, like with the bright light, I'm sure there's an ND on his camera. Like just kind of, I think having that more ghostly veiled water effect is really lends itself well to this image for sure.
You definitely have to have an ND on
For sure.
because when the water's falling this far, you
Yeah.
you know you're looking at like 3 to 5 seconds in order to get that kind of even blur on it. So
Right.
Yeah.
And like I photographed like Ramona Falls with direct light on it and with a Bolino, and that was like the contrast was so harsh when you have direct light on the water.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this must have been a son of a bitch to process, like, because those highlights are not at all blown out, but like you still get good shadow detail.
Yeah,
Well,
I think a lot of
yeah,
that is
this-
like because the mist
true.
is like reflecting some light, so it's not completely blacked
Yeah.
out.
I mean, there's crazy amount of light there, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's,
And even the
it's so
rocks
well
you can
balanced.
see. You're right, Mikey. Like even the rocks, it's like you can see some of the detail, which is so nice. Like
Yeah,
clipping those blacks all the way in most areas. They handled this perfectly. And what a moment.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw this image, I was like just absolutely frozen in my tracks. Like it's one of the best waterfall images I've seen ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just otherworldly.
it's insane.
So cool.
Has he been putting out new work still, or I feel like I haven't looked at his stuff in a while.
He's still active. I'm not sure if he's on social media as much, but I think he's definitely still active.
Mm.
Yeah,
I need to
can't
go
say
check
for
out his
sure.
website or something.
I feel like the algorithm on Instagram just after a while they just doesn't serve you images from people that you follow. So like, who the hell knows?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's annoying.
So annoying.
Yeah, get plenty of ads for shit I don't need.
ED pills and
No, I need those, but
See, the trick, Mike, is you use Firefox and you install uBlock Origin, and then you don't have to deal with any of that shit.
yeah,
Put on the show.
give that a shot.
You block
Yeah.
Origin is
Mhm.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's plug-in for Firefox. You can get Firefox now. If you're on iPhone, you're kind of screwed. I don't know how well it works because Firefox on iPhone is like fake Safari, and there's limits to what the plugins will do. But if you're on an Android device, then you can get like actual Firefox that has full support for the plugins,
Yeah.
and it'll block all the ads. So,
All right.
and you just don't use the app.
Hey Brian, you also once told me you keep your IG feed completely clean. Like you do not you basically like curate your algorithm to make it only photographically oriented. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it's
smart.
photography and beer. That's it right now.
That's it. So smart.
Yeah.
Mine's like
No-
sports, news, and a little bit of
No
photography.
sports, no news, no
That's
Instagram hoochies with yoga pants or anything like that. There's better places on the internet for all
I don't know,
that.
that was kind of specific.
That's Paul's.
Yeah,
That's Paul's. Yeah.
Yeah, give Paul your phone for 5 minutes. He'll boost your
I'll straighten
algorithm.
you out.
He'll enhance that shit.
Yeah, I don't trust Paul for. I don't know that I trust Paul with anything, actually.
Oh, that's so good.
Dude. So cool. Good pick. Holy
Yeah, speaking of which, I've been following Bruce Amori forever, obviously,
Dude.
like everybody does. But I had never seen this photo. It's so fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This is so crazy.
So
Jack
sick.
Lantern. Jeez.
Yeah. The one that I was originally gonna suggest was like one of those shots that he has of like the lava bubble that's just like bursting out like a popped
Mhm.
zit, because there was one of those that he had took years ago, like 10-15 years ago, that was just always one of my favorite images. But as soon as I saw this, I was just like, nope, that's the one.
This is insane.
It is insane. It's like a big mouth
Yeah.
You
Like,
don't even know.
opening
It's like,
up. It's like some monster from a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
The warm and cool color contrast is pretty unique. I feel like a lot of
Oh,
lava
it's
stuff is just red or
Yeah.
red and black or
yeah.
This would be a
Love
killer
blues.
print. Like just a big freaking print. Look awesome.
This would make a killer print.
So crazy.
and it's so luminous too in the middle.
Yep. Yep.
It's wild. All the like
Yeah, I like how they
webbing and
kept
stuff and
Yeah, and not to skimp out on his partner Tom Coeli. He's also got some absolutely phenomenal lava images, and I was like this close from suggesting one of his shots too, but I figured like going all in on the volcanoes would have been
Just to see
overdone.
that taffy stretch, that gooey stretch between
Yeah,
the middle and the bottom, like it's just that's
it's so
unique.
unreal. Like you
You
just
can
don't see
feel
that
it
anywhere.
freezing, like the new earth just kind of like
Yeah,
cooling enough to kind of become less viscous
yeah.
or more viscous.
Yeah, that's
just
a
the
great point.
colors.
It's
And the
capturing it
depth
at
of
different
field is
states.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Depth is killer.
yeah, there's all these layers to it.
And just a full color from those, like you mentioned, Eric, like the blues to the reds to the yellows to the oranges. Like it's just so colorful as shit. So good.
Fuck. This is sick. I haven't seen this one. This is fucking sick.
And it must have been like stuff like exploding, so it's just like he just froze this specific moment.
No, this isn't. I don't think this is exploding at all. This is like the foot of a lava flow.
But
where
it's not
just
like
kind of
static, right? Like it's still
No, it's not static, but it's not like blowing up
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
air or
yeah.
anything like that. It's like where the lava is running out on the ground,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of like pushing out from it forms a crust, and then it just like keeps pushing outwards right on the edge of the flow.
So
Yeah.
it's also kind of cool to have zero sense of scale either. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of adds to the mystery of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like a pretty zoomed in scene because the background's
Yeah.
soft, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
not super tiny because there's a lot of like little details in there and layering, like
Yeah.
quite a bit of depth to the scene.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
so
super
good.
crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, how often do you experience that?
I mean,
How-
Me,
how many
I still
people,
have
how
it.
many
Frequently.
people experience this? Not very many
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I've never seen lava.
Crazy.
it's a bucket list item for me. I want to go see a volcano erupt.
Heck yeah. Let's do it, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Next ice in the shot.
Oh yeah. Bryan Swan. Look at that.
Yeah.
The Swanster.
It was difficult to pick stuff out. You have a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff, and yeah, just like hard to choose because they're all so awesome. But what I really admired about this one is, first of all, Olympic is really difficult to photograph, as we all know. And it's a nice image, but what I love is that it showcases something that's very difficult to photograph there because it's typically not very photogenic and it'll just make it feel messy. But I love how you have the laying down log in the foreground with the nurse trees on top of it. And then like it's just all really well balanced and really well like that's, I don't know. It's like a super nice composition using elements that are not typically like easy to use, but also like so much of the character of the place.
The funny thing about this image is I was honestly like hemming and hawing about whether I even wanted to include it in
I'm sure.
my database in my latest release.
Mm.
This is literally taken right along the Hall of Mosses Trail in the Ho.
Yeah.
So it's like the
I
most
recognize the
popular part
tree.
of the Ho. Yeah. So I cannot possibly be the first person to take this shot because
I think this composition,
It's
like,
not-
I don't know. I
It's
was gonna
definitely
say-
not a composition that would
No.
jump out at you, but it does capture, like Eric said, it just captured so much of the uniqueness of the hoe that, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I've never seen a photo of it, exactly like this exact spot.
I've photographed the tree in the background. That's why I recognized it, but I just like isolated it by itself because it has a nice shape to it. I think most people would avoid including all the stuff in the bottom that you did because it'd be hard to make it work.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah, there's kind of like a bare patch of dirt right below that log that I was trying to avoid, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this one.
Super nice.
yeah, really nice.
There's like a fall, it looks like.
Yeah, this was like early October or something like that. There was literally like 2 different wedding parties going on like 50 feet away from me when I was taking
That's
this
crazy.
What?
Yeah, yeah, because it's like the trail. that you go to. Like if people want to go see the Ho, this is the trail they go to.
Yeah.
So there's like, there's a romanticization about it. Because people think like if you're going to go experience the rainforest, you have to do this one trail. So
You didn't hike in 10 miles into the
Yeah.
deep Ho.
But
no,
for Bryan, that could be
Come
a
on, Paul.
definite possibility. That would be within the set of all possibilities. This is like 10 miles deep for Bryan.
come on, Mike.
Ser-
You know how lazy I
Seriously.
am. Like,
No, dude, you're a backpacker
Wait,
more than you
You're a
backpack
beast,
more
dude.
than anyone I know, I think.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
a
sense
beast.
of place, like this is killer. Like if you could conjure up an image of the rainforest with all of its complexity and messiness and make it organized and make it work so well and add all the different elements from the nurse log to the obviously very old tree on the right side to just this climax forest. This is a very mature old growth forest, and to make this work the way you've made it work is not, as Eric said, not easy to do. And the fern, not the little fern, that fern on the bottom right is such a nice little character to this story right here because it really adds a lot. It's kind of like helping the scene just kind of like really feel more balanced and feel kind of holistic and as well. But so good. Colors are realistic. Like you handle colors really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I have a hard time dealing with fall color in the Ho rainforest or any of the rainforests up there, and you've made it very realistic and just super impressive.
believe
Hard
it
to
or
do.
not, I think this was my first time ever shooting the fall in the Ho, and this was literally like 2023. So
I've
But
only been
there's
up
not
there
a ton
once
of
in the
color
fall.
there.
I don't know. Like I said, it's my first time shooting the Ho in the fall, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, it's so good.
Well done.
For sure.
I think a lot of people want to go photograph the Ho. Oh my God.
This one's insane.
But they have
That's
no
Dude.
idea.
sick.
Yeah, dude, when
Yeah.
I saw this, I was like, hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
Paul, this is my first choice as well. You
Was it
bastard.
These
really?
like cottonwood
Yeah, it's
trees.
so good.
I
Jesus.
love it. Dude, tell us about it.
Okay, so you guys have all been to Zion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you not recognize the trees at all?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they look like cottonwood trees. I can see like canyon wall, but it looks somewhat familiar. Is this over by like Big Bend?
So this is literally taken in the parking lot. I'm standing in the parking lot at Temple of Sinawava.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is the waterfall at the Temple of Sinawava in the background.
Well,
So this was my last. No, this was not my last.
the
It was second to
the
last.
waterfall that rarely.
that
exists.
rarely flows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was in 2023. I stopped at Zion for a couple of days on my way to Death Valley, detour. But the forecast was like, there's going to be a shitload of rain, and there was a bunch of snow. So I was like, I want to go to Zion just in case the waterfalls are flowing because you don't see those flowing very much at all. And it was absolutely chucking it down when I got to the shuttle stop at the visitor center. The whole ride up, it was just absolutely pouring. And my buddy Trevor was with me. He didn't even bring his camera when we went up to the end of the canyon. Yeah, he didn't bring his camera with him because he was just like,
Just because the weather was so shitty.
just because
like, it
the weather
seemed
was just
so
absolute
ridiculous.
garbage. Yeah, so I had an umbrella with me because I'm kind of prepared for situations like
Yeah,
this.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah. But I wanted to see the waterfalls because I'm a sucker for waterfalls, and this is a rare opportunity. And we got up to the shuttle stop at the end of the canyon drive, and this thing was just absolutely raging. And I just immediately gravitated towards these trees. I was just like, I have to shoot these trees. And so the camera was literally pointed up like 6 inches above the top of the shuttle buses that were looping back around the parking lot. I've got like 2 or 3 shots where the top of the bus is like in the frame, at the bottom of the frame of this shot, because they're like coming through.
This is so good.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
But, I don't know what else to say
Well, it's
about
cool.
it. It's just awesome.
What time of year was this?
This was
Winter,
early
right?
March.
Oh yeah, spring.
Yeah.
You can see it's kind of budding, kind of
Yep.
green.
Yeah, they were just barely coming out.
So sick. And it's cool how the waterfall is like the rare thing, but you chose to photograph the trees with just like the waterfall as a backdrop, like creating this atmospheric mist and stuff. And Yeah, I love the balance of the composition and everything. Like you frame the trees up really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, every other time that I've been there, those trees just don't stand out well enough against the canyon walls.
Sure.
But the atmosphere that day was just off the charts. So it was just
Yeah.
like, yep,
Oh yeah, dude.
focus on the trees.
So good.
It's one of my favorites of yours. I mean, it's just so fucking awesome.
Yeah, this would be on the wall in my house.
Dude, seriously,
Be a
dude.
great print.
I
think
might
it'd
try
be
printing this one. Yeah, I might try
It'd be
printing this one
it'd be above my bed.
Yeah.
On the ceiling.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
it.
ceiling.
That's
Yeah.
so good. It has been still like the balance is so well done. Even having the brighter section of the waterfall looping to the left, where like the more dominant trees on the right center, kind of, with that leftward trees more to the left of the frame, have that loop of light left to center is it just helps with it's just perfectly balanced. So
It's so good, dude.
yeah, this is nailed. Like there's no, I think you really can't do much better compositionally than this. It's great.
Dude, it's so good.
Buses be damned.
Yeah, fuck those buses.
Did you choose this one,
Metal
Paul?
buses. I hate those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoked a pack of cigarettes.
I probably would have chose it if he had it. It was one that caught my eye too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I basically downloaded like I think 6 to 8 of his images, and this is my number one. Then Paul sent that text being like, "This is mine, suckers." And I was like,
suckers.
Suckers.
I do like mine though.
Yeah. I've always loved this one. This is so good.
Nice. Yeah, so I chose this one, and I was scrolling through your abstracts, which are obviously still scenes, and I'm kind of flipping through it. And like to me, when I very first saw this, I saw motion, and I thought that was incredible. Like there's like with these striations, it feels like it's something moving across the scene, which obviously it's not. It's just the the layers of the, I presume, rock. But I loved how you captured it. I'm not sure if that's why you chose to capture it, but that's definitely how it felt to me. And it was like this kind of dichotomy between something that's obviously still and not moving, but has this sense of motion because of, how you captured it and the way you chose to kind of put it all together. So I was like, I got to choose this one because that was just so cool to me.
That's kind of interesting because what caught my eye about this scene was not the movement, it was the color. I liked how it's bifurcated in the middle by that stripe that's kind of
vertical
obvious. And then just having the different colors and the different quadrants of that image is just what drew my eye to it. And like this was, when did I take this? This was the first trip that I ever went to Zion. So this was 2015, 2016 or something like that. So I was still kind of like, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't really know what I'm doing at that point. But yeah, I've always really liked this image. I actually do have this one hanging on my wall downstairs.
Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, the colors are really good.
Yeah, it was absolutely the color. Just the fact that it goes from like red to green to blue to purple to white.
It looks like smeared chalk, like
Yeah.
And I think this image itself would work as as you have it here, or you could turn it as well. Either way, you could really do some cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's kind of funny. I was in Zion last fall, and I, out of pure happenstance, ended up photographing this exact same spot without realizing it. And then after I took the pictures, I was like, "Oh shit, this is that same spot that I already photographed."
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's very abstracty. It's got really nice colors in it. I mean, you can do a lot with this image.
It's like on the east side of the park.
Yep.
Nice, yeah. Like along Clear Creek, I imagine.
Is it the year you and I met, Bryan?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Why'd you bogart this for me?
Dick move.
Yeah, it's so weird.
That's cool. You got like the lines moving in different directions too. Like you got the strong vertical lines and then this like smeared horizontal lines. Yeah, it looks very painterly.
Yeah, it's super.
It could be like ICM or double exposure painting. Like it's like
You just can't tell.
So good.
Yeah.
Hey Bryan, you shot this again. Did you shoot this kind of similar composition the second time? Is that correct?
It was it was
Or
kind of similar. I think it was in a different location when I shot it because I was like, I think I was up closer to the road, and last year when I was there, I was down in the wash,
okay,
kind
so
of looking
different
up at it a
perspective.
little
Got
more.
it.
So yeah,
Okay,
different perspective. But like as soon as I saw it on the back of the camera, I was like, oh shit,
it's the same
I've already
thing.
got this shot. Yeah,
Yeah, it's super
but
cool. Also,
the
talk
light
about.
was different, so it kind of turned out to be a different image. So
What time of year did you come out to Utah last year?
in the fall.
Okay.
It was, you were out there in the fall, right? I think I was.
Yeah,
I think I was there
that's weird
about
you
a.
didn't hit us up. We were all
Yeah, I think I was there like
Yeah,
a
we all
week
hang out
after
there.
you were there. It was the beginning of November. It's when I was there.
That's when I was there. Fuck.
Were you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just missed you guys. I think I just missed you guys. So
yeah, hit us up next time.
yep, for sure.
On Swan.
Well, next time I go to Utah, I'm going to be doing like Canyonlands and Capitol Reef and shit like that. So
Yeah, sweet. Let's
Capital
That's
Reef's
right,
the
as
shit.
well.
Dude. We just demolished that area.
Oh yeah.
we absolutely did.
All right,
Dude,
this is-
I meant to ask you, how did that go with
Dude,
Show and Marky D?
It's great.
and we fucking destroyed it.
Dude,
That'd
it
be one of
looked
the
like
top
from the
3
few
trips
pics that
ever.
I saw, dude, it looked like you guys had some insane freaking conditions.
It was awesome, dude. Everything about it was just like we were super remote, great locations, great beer, great company. It was insane.
Dude, I'm so fucking pissed I missed that. Dude, we gotta get.
You should have came, dude. It was
Dude,
so-
I know, dude. I had just gotten back from like for me to take 2 weeks off in a row is like a BFD, and then it was like I would have been back and then have to take another week. There's no way that shit would have flown. As badly as I wanted to be out there because that would have been insane. But we got to get
You were there.
either this fall or 2027 on the books.
We do. We gotta get we gotta book
Do it.
book something for sure.
Yeah,
It was great.
I mean November would be great again.
I'm down.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year or next year.
This year, 2026. Or we
It's
could do
just-
like a winter.
it's really busy
A
for
winter,
me.
like, is it? All right, so what about like
Winter's
February
easy.
27th?
Yeah,
see,
usually
27th.
February, March. I'm not doing shit. This March was like uncharacteristically warm. Like trees
Yeah.
were leafed out and stuff.
Crazy.
It was so crazy,
It
dude.
was like
That
upper
means
80s.
next year
couple
it'll be
days.
the opposite.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Dude, I would. Yeah, let's plan on February because that's when Jimmy can get out there, right? Because he's got like a February break or something.
I think so. Just like we did last time.
Yeah.
He's got the same break as Bolino, basically.
Yeah, I think for me, I could definitely fly down. If I can fly down those dates, it could work.
Like
Yeah.
flying to Salt
If
Lake.
not
and-
like late March is good. Fly to Salt Lake, go just rent like a Jeep or something like that, or whatever it is. Not Jeep because they
But-
suck to rent.
I need a
Or like
wingman.
some sort of SUV and just drive down to meet you guys.
I mean, if you fly into Salt Lake, you can just drive down with me.
Yeah, yeah. But I'd be like 4 days.
You could Uber to my house and borrow one of my cars.
All right, that works.
Yeah, seriously.
No, that trip,
Take your pick.
seriously, Eric, like that was one of the best trips. Like the dozen or so times I've been down to Utah, that's probably one of the best trips. That was awesome.
We fucking nailed it.
Just fun. The photography, the people, just like the fires, just the fucking your Paul's Timba going up
The flamethrower.
almost killing us.
That's all that matters, right? Is the
Yeah.
food,
Yeah.
food
Yeah,
and the
the
beer.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my God.
dude! We had some
Dude, how did Show do? Like, I remember Davis was all concerned about him like not having a shower and shit like that, and like having to like shit in a bucket. Like he was all worried about it. Yeah, was he?
He was the trooper.
He's a trooper.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he did great.
He hung in there.
And like Eric mentioned, like someone coming over here. I think it's Scott John coming over here and seeing Utah. And like I really am curious to see how Joe interpreted that whole area.
Me
Like,
too.
I'm curious about his images because
Yeah.
I'm sure he blew it.
I'm sure.
like we're bombarded by these images, but I'm sure he's not nearly as
No.
much as we are. So it's more of a
Yeah, he
lens
was
that
blown
makes
away.
us on. Yeah. So I think
Yeah, I've been-
seeing how he does it is gonna be awesome.
I've been
Yeah, it's
stalking
super cool to
his
see.
Instagram, trying to wait for him to post something. I haven't seen anything yet. So
Yeah,
He's in
Davis
full
hasn't
blossom
either.
season right now for him.
yeah,
It's like blossoming
Yeah.
everywhere in Japan.
yeah, that's all I've seen.
Great
back
trip
to
though.
Swan.
Shit.
Yeah. Anyway,
Swanee,
back to this sick ass
Dude,
image.
dude, these fucking layers are maybe the dopest layers I've ever seen.
Dude,
They
count
really
them.
are.
Count these layers.
Who pulled this?
Me.
Dude, I was looking at this one too. I'm just
So
like
fucking
going,
good.
holy shit. Those are
Yeah.
so fucking sick, dude. Holy shit.
Hey,
This
one of
is a
the
pretty
major.
nice image. But more importantly, I just poured another beer.
Let's hear
More
it.
pressing. This is
We got there, brother.
smoothie sour from Mortalis with passion fruit, pineapple, and coconut. 7%.
Dude,
That
get
sounds
out of here. That
amazing.
sounds fucking amazing.
That sounds
You should have
so
gotten
good,
one of these,
actually.
Paul. Isn't the last ones I got? It's pretty much like a pina colada with a little bit of passion fruit. The coconut
Yeah, my
is super
box
strong.
is. Yeah, I got some of those sitting at Jimmy's place still.
I think I have one
Gotta
of
get
those
on that.
downstairs, actually.
You
Same
do?
beer.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Dude, make
I've
sweet
got
love to that
I've
tonight.
got 3 Mortalis sitting in my fridge. No, I've got 4 Mortalis sitting in my fridge. One of them is a.
You get them at a
stout.
bottle shop or something?
No, I got them through Tavor actually, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
my bottle shops carry it now too. So like the distribution out here is working. So
That's sick.
Nice.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah, their smoothies are amazing. Their stouts are really good too.
yeah,
So-
that's one I
hey,
had
Swan-
recently. Was actually from the hell was it? 450 North, I think.
A
was like
smoothie?
Yeah, it was pineapple, pistachio, and marshmallow. It was fucking amazing.
That sounds good. I like the nuts and like
Sounds really
marshmallow
good.
and stuff because it helps round out the tartness, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Makes it a little more complex.
That sounds great. Dude, Swan, tell us about this one.
Yeah, man. I'm dying to
Yeah,
hear
so
about this image.
this I think is probably the most epic conditions I've ever had on a backpacking trip in my life. Yeah, it was. So this was when this was 22. This was about 2 months after. No, not even 2 months. Maybe a month after the Bolt Creek fires started, which was on the west side of the Cascades, like way on the west side of the Cascades, which almost never happens in Washington. It was a fairly severe fire, but the smoke was hanging over like the entire west side of the Cascades for the time that I was hiking up here. I hiked up this peak. This was the first time that I had ever hiked 4,000 feet in a day.
Yeah,
And so I was sucking smoke the whole climb up this peak. I camped up on the summit of this peak. And at sunset, the smoke just kind of completely killed the light. It was terrible.
that's what I was gonna say. Usually smoke is like really shitty.
Yeah, but overnight the smoke settled into the valleys, and in the morning the light was just absolutely incredible. So the sun comes up. There was actually a really good sunrise. There was the clouds that had come in from the west, and there was really good pink color, but it didn't quite align with these layers well enough that I could make it work. But as soon as the sun got a little bit higher, there were these just absolutely epic beams that came in across the peaks. And the layers just obviously just
Yeah.
separated and lit up like this. And so I was shooting for like 2 hours that morning.
Yeah.
It was absolutely incredible. And I want to go back up and camp on this peak again because it's
Dude.
fairly accessible, and the views, the layers that you get up there are unbelievable.
Take me with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll die, Paul.
Insane.
You will
we don't
die.
have-
He's gonna cramp up.
Yeah.
I won't die.
Take-
Let's
Good
Paul,
Blow
you're
a
not,
hammy.
you will not
We'll
even
take-
make it
we'll
halfway
take a-
up.
take a
This,
pill.
this
It'll be
is going to
fine.
absolutely
Pop a
kill you.
Viagra for it.
I'll
Yeah.
take my TRX and
Liquid
my
IV.
liquid AV and my habanero.
That's right. That
Habanero?
habanero stuff works. That sounds good.
Dude, it's insane.
I chose this image because one, like this is who else has this image? Like this is such a unique vantage point. And two, it speaks to Bryan's just knowledge of the Cascade Range, his like dedication to research and understanding of how things work. And three, like it speaks to the ruggedness of the Cascade Mountains, which are the most rugged mountain range in the lower 48s, as far as I'm concerned, and underrepresented in the photographic community for the reason Bryan mentioned. You need to earn these images, 4,000 feet up to get this image. Not many photographers want to do that. And this is what Bryan does. He goes after it. He knows what he wants to do. He's motivated, and he comes away with unique perspectives from and images which are not readily seen online. And this is a great example of all of those things, which is why I chose it. And just, God, look, I think I counted the layers earlier today. I think it's like 13 different layers. Like just how rugged, how up and down these big, long valleys in the Cascade Range, and how vertiginous and how like craggy these peaks are. And this isn't the most like craggy or vertical portion of the Cascade Mountains. This is just just one cross
Foothills.
section. Is that Stewart in the background? What's the mountain in the background?
Yeah,
Stewart.
it's Stewart. Yeah.
The highest non-volcanic peak in Washington.
Second highest.
Second highest. Shuxon? What's the first?
No, Bonanza.
Bonanza. Got it.
Dude, this would be such a killer print too. I mean, it's
God.
just all the layers and the depth. It's so awesome.
Yeah, there's another shot from this morning that I would debate printing. I don't know that I would do this one necessarily, but definitely one from that morning.
Dude, it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you print this one?
There's another shot that I got this morning. I had you could see the beams coming through the peaks.
Okay. Just because you have something you think is a little better.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But your choice of 16, I'm assuming 16 by 9, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And now each of the major peaks are not intersecting with the ridgeline above it. Is like a small but very important detail in terms of the composition.
Yeah.
Just so nice.
Yeah, but it's not really something that I had in control. It's like that's what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
But that's how it works.
Yeah.
It makes the image work. If it didn't, it would be causing tension and stuff like that. So
I think this one's actually 2x1. I squished it a little bit to fit on Zoom, and then
you did.
on the episode I'll put the normal one.
I think it is 16 by 9 because I don't usually crop to 2 by 1.
Really? Because it feels like 2 squares. Like it feels twice as long as it is tall.
It could be, but I 16 by 9 is kind of my go-to ratio for panoramas. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
And again, the shadows are open in the foreground, like just making sure that misty, ethereal feeling is all the way through.
Smoky,
Yeah,
feeling,
smoky.
not misty. Smoky.
Which brings up a really good point, because as smoke becomes more and more of a factor to contend with, especially towards late summer in the Western United States, there are images to be made, which can still be very beautiful. It's just
So keep burning shit down, people. Keep lighting off fireworks.
yeah.
I would prefer not. Just saying, I would prefer not.
Yeah. But there are opportunities in every sort of condition, I guess.
Yeah.
As sad as they are.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times the smoke just looks very brown and dull and dingy and ruined. It's ruined a lot of backpacking trips for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I pulled this image because it's just like, I mean, nice composition and stuff, like all your work, but it's just like so fairy tale like the super lush ferns in the foreground, all the fallen leaves, the nice splashes of the yellow maple leaves through, like it's just awesome. I would kill to shoot something like this.
The atmosphere is so subtle too.
Yeah.
It was really like I'll be completely honest. I might have done a little bit of enhancement post processing on this one. The fog was definitely there, but it was faint for sure.
It feels faint in the photo. I mean, it's not like it's not overpowering. I think like most people do that post processing.
It's just enough.
A little over the top. Yeah. No, it's perfect.
So this was
I think
actually
that's what I like best about it.
Yeah, me and Bellino were out there. This was the day me and Bellino and Kibby were out there together up at Dry Creek. I think this was one of the first times that we actually got together.
I think so too, yeah.
So this is in Oregon?
Damn.
Yeah, this is in the gorge.
Yeah.
So this was like...
This place is burned.
Yeah, it burned. It's gone. It's like none of this is there anymore.
Sad.
Adios.
Yeah. So I'm glad I got this shot, because this is like... This is what the gorge in the fall is. This is it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
Or it
Fuck
didn't
yeah,
get any
dude.
better than this.
Fuck yeah.
But that maple is
one.
coming back. It's seriously coming back. It's it's not, the understory is not going to be this nice for a while, but that maple is really coming back significantly.
Yeah.
So
Nice. And like a couple points, like just again to reiterate, the gorge burning was such a loss because the gorge is the only sealable passageway through the Cascade Range. Super lush. In my opinion, more lush and green and vibrant than the rainforest. It's such an incredible place. Secondly, like just again, handling contrast, right? The atmosphere, you may have enhanced it, but what that did is allowed like that bright patch in the upper kind of right of center, it allowed to be integrated with the scene in a very fluid way. That bright
Yeah.
patch is not drawing my eye too far out of the scene. If you increase the contrast, that's going to make it more pronounced. So the handling and post processing is really, really well done.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
a little bit of blue there also in that bright spot kind of adds to that warm contrast with the greens and the yellows there. So
I love
nicely
that.
balanced.
Yeah,
Great job.
the light really flows from that spot, which is awesome because it's not just like you said, Mike. It's not distracting at all. It's like it's almost like the origin of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
There's just enough of it that it just in the
Yep.
way it's processed and the way the light spreads through the photo, like it's coming from there. Really, really
Yeah.
well processed.
Compositionally,
The color-
everything kind of leads towards it. So
Yeah,
Yeah, and the color
Yeah.
palette's just fucking money, dude.
Yeah. And like anyone who's photographed these forests knows that contending with open sky anywhere in your composition is an issue, right? You
Yeah.
want to exclude it or include it in the way you included it, in the way and process it in the way which made it work
yeah.
is not always a given. Like this is nicely handled. So great job.
Dude, I would fuck this photo up. Like,
I would fuck
No, you
it
wouldn't.
too,
Dude.
probably.
You would. You,
no, I would, dude. I'm telling you, I would fuck this up. Like, it's so hard to process something like that well. Like,
dude, you would fuck this photo. Period.
yeah, I would do that too, but fuck,
You'd crush it. You'd crush it, bro.
hard to do. Hard to do for sure.
I can empathize. The sky gap is definitely my bane.
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's the worst
Yeah.
thing when you're composing the fields like sky, sky, sky. You're kind of accounting for that because it's the bright spot,
Yeah,
draws the viewer's eye in. It's just so hard to account for.
yeah.
But in this situation,
Yeah.
it works really well. If you remove the sky, it's very warm and like monotone, like monochromatic
Yeah.
in some ways. Not monochromatic, but basically warms.
Mhm.
And but with the sky in there actually works. It's like a value added portion of the frame.
It really is.
Yeah.
yeah, just super well done. I was really jealous of this one as a forest lover.
I appreciate
good.
that.
Forostophile.
And second growth. It's not old growth. We don't need old big trees to make
Yeah.
photography in the Northwest work. We're known for the old growth, but this works super well. As
Yep.
a
Yeah, I mean, I
standard and
definitely
That's
prefer
a
the
good
old growth.
call.
Yeah.
And often the understory is cleaner too in these areas too, as well.
Yeah.
It can be. It's not
Yeah.
often in my
Yeah,
experience.
sometimes you get that stuff that grows super quick
Rushy
once there is
shit.
sunlight. Yeah, and it shoots up.
Yeah,
berry
what
and
I've
stuff.
found is like in Oregon, it's a lot less likely to be cluttered than in Washington. We get a lot more salmonberry growing up
Yeah, the
in second
berry.
growth in Washington for some reason. I think it has to do with the bedrock, like the basalt bedrock in Oregon is like it's got a different pH balance, so it promotes the growth of different understory.
Mhm.
But in Washington, there's a lot less basalt on the west side of the Cascades, so there's a lot more salmonberry, just like gross, scrubby,
Mm.
twiggy undergrowth.
Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah, it's super nice. And then this
Yeah.
one's just, I mean, it's number one on your personal favorites too. So I figured
Yeah.
you
This is dope.
have a special place for it in
Yeah.
your heart. But
This is, I think, the single most epic night that I've ever had on Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier is my favorite place on the planet. If I could only ever photograph one place for the rest of my life, it would be Mount Rainier National Park.
It's incredible.
And yeah, this is, I have never had anything even remotely as epic as this night on the
yeah, it's
mountain.
insane because you got all that low atmosphere, but you also have the light, which is pretty rare. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what happened is I hiked up here. This is the northeast corner of the park, which is now inaccessible because the Fairfax Bridge is closed permanently because it's falling apart, and it's probably going to take a decade for them to replace it.
interesting.
Wow.
So I can't
Really?
can't get at least a
had no
decade.
idea.
I mean, there's no timeline for replacing it at this point. It's going to take billions of dollars to rebuild.
So it's impossible to
Does-
get to this spot.
Well, it's not impossible. You have to hike in, but you have to hike in like a quarter of the Wonderland Trail to get here. So,
Okay.
whereas before the bridge was closed, this was about a 2.5 mile hike.
Okay.
Wow.
But hiking in here, it was completely overcast / foggy. Like I was basically in the clouds. And I stopped my hike at the shore of that lake down below just to see if the clouds were going to clear, because I didn't want to haul my ass up to the top of this peak if the clouds weren't going to clear. So I just kind of hung out down there and ate some food. And then it started to clear a little bit. And I was like, okay, I gotta get my ass up to the top just in case. And so I got up here, and it was, of course, socked in. But after half hour or so, it started to clear just a little bit, and it started to clear just a little bit more. And then, so I was like, okay, I need to set up just in case. And then the gaps in the clouds started to come across. And so I was just like firing off shots as quickly as I possibly could and chimping as frequently as I could at the back of my camera, because it was just fucking incredible. But this gap in the clouds lasted maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then the clouds came back in. So, but it was
so
far and away the most incredible night that I've ever had in the mountain.
That's awesome, man.
So good.
Love it. Were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself.
Yes.
Were the people up there? No.
There were a couple other people. There were not too many people I think when like this clearing actually happened, there might have been one other person up there.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
kind of like
wasn't
Hail
another
Mary
photographer.
conditions. So
Yeah, it wasn't another photographer, so they weren't like, as jazzed about it as I was.
How could you not be, even not as a photographer?
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
I know. But so this is probably close to 10 years ago. Maybe not quite, maybe 8 years ago. But since then, this has become a very, very, very popular area. Like all the Instagrammers go up here because there's a fire lookout there, because for some reason fire lookouts are like the hot thing for the Instagrammers. So I think I've been there twice since I took this picture, and every time that I've been there since then, there've been 24 other people up there.
Yeah.
And the conditions have not been anywhere nearly this good.
I mean, the clouds and the fog are where you want them to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not obscuring the lake, not the foregrounds. The sky above the mountains clear, so you have the moon to shine through very clearly. Like, it's so good. Perfect conditions.
Really good.
Yeah.
yeah, the symmetrical centered composition works really well too with it. Like really nicely balanced.
Yeah.
Exactly what it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So good.
So you do quite a bit of backpacking. What's your favorite dehydrated meal?
Peak Refuel is my go-to.
Yeah, those
I
are
won't
really
touch
good.
Yeah, those are real. They're, I wouldn't say
Expensive.
really good, but they're way better than anything else out there. Mountain House is absolute garbage.
Yeah, those are
Guaranteed.
trash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you want diarrhea,
Diarrhea in a bag, yeah.
like if you have to go get a colonoscopy, have some Mountain House beforehand.
Pro tip:
Peak baby is the shit.
ages 45 and over. Pro tip.
I like
Yeah.
Backpackers Pantry a lot. Like the pad thai is my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
I've never had a good pad thai.
Really, the Backpackers
Maybe
Pantry
I'm maybe
pad
a little
thai
bit
is
picky because I love Thai food.
Uh-huh.
But I've never had a good dehydrated pad thai.
Have you had the Backpackers Pantry one?
I don't remember.
Because like that one is honestly like I would eat that for dinner at home. It's that good.
Okay, I'll put it on my list. I'll try it.
It's so good.
But I'm gonna come for you if you let me down.
Yeah, I'll put my neck on the line for that one.
I'll vouch for that one. I think, Brian, when you, me, Paul, and Trevor went to that Central Cascades backpacking trip, I think that's all I ate was the pad thai.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I can
money.
vouch. It's like 3 nights of pad thai. It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
I generally go for the pastas because it's kind of hard to fuck up a dehydrated pasta.
I avoid those because they always have like cheese, and I don't do dairy, but
Oh,
I like the
that's
rice-based ones.
That's where you're wrong because cheese is amazing.
Dehydrated
allergic
cheese
to
though,
it.
fucking powdered cheese.
Even so, yeah.
It's still cheese.
Dude, it's so good. Oh, man.
Right, you're allergic to it, right?
Yeah, I'm allergic.
Yeah. not like lactose intolerant. You're like actually allergic to it, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Swan
What-
came hard in the fucking paint tonight.
did.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
Yeah,
Came
Bowman
in
really
throwing
vouched for you,
bows.
so you didn't let him down.
Fuck,
Put his
dude.
neck out there for you.
I went out on a limb for you, Swan, and you fucking delivered. Holy
It's
shit.
really fucking hard to come up with. I don't know how many images that was, 6 or so.
He got
Of
8.
people we
yeah.
have not 8 that we have not had on the show. That's like at this point that almost never happens, and they were all like super good.
My boy came to play. He's like, hey, I messaged him, and he's like, hey, dude, I got fucking images and beer. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
I got 8 images and a quintuple IPA. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what?
Exactly.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Challenge accepted.
Look at him.
Yeah, we'd love to. We'll have you back as a guest
Yeah, you should
co-host
be a guest
anytime.
host. Yeah.
Dude, he earned it tonight.
Anytime,
Brought
man.
it.
I have no
Fuck
life.
yeah.
I'm always available.
Dude,
That's
Swan and I have
perfect.
talked about this for years, and like the fact that he fucking delivered is fucking dope. I love it.
Mm,
Yeah.
Is there anyone
Sure.
you shoot with or anything that you think would be good to have on the show that you could talk to for us?
My buddy Trevor is like my regular. I don't know that he's necessarily interested in doing something like this. I tried to convince him to do Matt Payne's podcast, but he was just kind of like,
What's his last name?
Anderson.
Trevor.
Yeah, he's got some shit. He's got
Yeah,
some shit.
he's got a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
He's not exactly great at updating his website or his Instagram.
Why don't you feature
But
one
he's
of
like
his
one of
images,
those-
man?
But he's a beast too.
You know, I just kind of I completely lapsed on it, honestly. So
He's gonna kick
Some
your
friend.
Yeah, but Trevor's been around since like old NPN days. Like he's been around for a long time.
yeah, I mean, I've known
He's
him
a-
since
He's a motherfucker.
2004, 2005. He was actually like, he was one of the first like photographers that I ever went hiking with, like 20 years ago or something like that. So we've been doing this for a long time.
Good deal.
Hey, dude, let's talk about the fact that I didn't get kicked out.
Yeah, man.
I saw something happen at some point.
I was waiting for them to come in, throw you in cuffs, drag you out.
Dude, this is unbelievable.
You just slip him with 20.
Yeah, I didn't even slip him with 20. I just fucking had lunch in the bar.
Poured him a glass.
Yeah, I said, hey, do you get a conference room here?
Yeah, come
And they're
back.
like, yeah, upstairs. And I just fucking own this bitch.
Are you seriously at like a bar right now?
Yeah, dude.
You're not at a hotel or something like that?
Dude, I'm at a hotel and I commandeered a conference room to myself.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, who's using a conference room in the afternoon on a Sunday, right? I mean,
He's on the projector right now.
That's all I said. I'm like, hey, I'm sure they have to have a conference room here that is absolutely not getting used.
How do you get their
by the way,
Wi-Fi
can I get your
password?
Wi-Fi password? Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this is legendary shit right now. I'm fucking owning this bitch.
What was your plan B? I
didn't have one, dude.
No
Fuck
conference
it.
for you.
There
I
is
was
no plan B.
I was gonna hotspot it to the van in the parking lot. Yeah,
Broadcasting from the van.
dude,
You got to do that. You got to do that now at some point.
I'll do it. I got some nice lighting
legendary.
in there.
You guys still need to do like a broadcast from the field at some point.
Yeah, we talk about it every
would be
time
good.
that we get together, and it like never.
The thing is,
happens.
like with audio, microphones,
Yeah,
like
it
it's kind of
sucks.
logistical challenges, getting a camera
Get a
set
big
up.
boom mic.
just do like an Instagram live at
Just
least.
get Kibby to work the boom. It worked out well.
I don't think Kibby would be game for that, honestly. I don't know.
He
When's
might
the last time
dude,
He need a smoke break every 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Like, hey
exactly.
guys, smoke break.
When's the last
He's
time you saw
turning-
Kibby, Brian?
Oh fuck. He was part of my crew that went in to where did we go? We tried to do the rock
Canada.
wall in
Canada.
Kootenay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him
Okay.
since then.
I seen
When
that
did
fucker
you meet?
weeks
When
ago.
did you and I and Kibby go up to Canada? Is that 2016?
Yeah, that would have been no, that was
Okay.
17 because I know.
17.
So what happened was like you, me, and Kibby went, and they had like that deal where like you buy the pass and then you get like a year of admission to Parks Canada free.
Got it.
So I was like, well, I'm going to go backpacking and get my money's worth out of this pass. So yeah, we went and did that trip, and then the following year, me, Kibby, Trevor, and my buddy Richard went and tried to do the rock wall, and we got rained out on the first night, and we were like, fuck that, we're not going to try and do this shit
Yeah.
on one night without any rain gear.
I heard you guys have legendary mosquitoes too.
Oh, that was when we tried to do no, we did Tonquin Valley. So we did Berg Lake. We did 2 nights at Berg Lake, and then we
Wow.
did 2 nights at Tonquin Valley. We did Berg Lake, then we camped 1 night in Jasper, just like car camping, and then we did 2 nights in Jasper at Tonquin Valley. And the mosquitoes there were so bad that I stayed in my tent almost the entire day on day 2,
Wow.
except to get out to eat lunch and dinner, basically.
Unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. They were vicious. They were like, you will lose a pint of blood if you step out of your tent to pee. It was so
You're
I've
gonna
never
faint.
experienced mosquitoes that bad. It was insane.
Freaking mosquito blowjob.
Oh my god. I want to go back to Tonquin Valley. I really want to go back to Tonquin, but I will never go back in the summer. Swear to God. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
it'd be good in like maybe the fall.
Fall.
Yes. 100% the fall. Yeah.
Fall, like late fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll deal with the
Oh,
cold,
dude, you
but
want to do that?
fucking not
That'd
the
be- that'd be a
mosquitoes.
killer
Absolutely
trip.
not.
Cinnabon.
That area is
Yeah.
so sick.
Oh,
That area
it's
is
incredible.
So sick.
It's absolutely insane. I
Yeah,
think I want to probably go back the northern route instead, because the campground, we stayed at a campground that was like 2 kilometers from Amethyst Lakes, where like the good views are at. And that was probably part of the reason why the mosquitoes were bad. But I think if you camp at the northern end of the lakes, it's probably easier to get to places where it's better to photograph at. But it's like a longer hike to get in there. So I was kind of just like, I was primarily trying to figure out what's the shortest amount of hiking to get into somewhere that I
Yeah.
can take pictures. So
Yeah.
next time is definitely
Was it Kibbins wearing his? Was it Kibbins wearing his tent?
no. Okay, so what happened? It was
Can I
so that was not that was not the Tonquin Valley trip. That was the trip when we tried to do the rock wall. So what we did?
Got a photo of this.
Yeah, I don't have a photo of it, unfortunately. But what we did is we went to the Bugaboos for 1 night. And we camped at a place called Silver Basin, which is like front country part of the Bugaboos. It's like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 miles to get into where this area was. And the trail was maybe 3 miles, probably less than that. And it just kind of went up through the forest and meadows. And we got halfway up, and Kibby started having, his issue with the headaches that he gets. And the mosquitoes were just awful. They were absolutely fucking awful. So he busts his tent out, and he puts his tent over his entire body. And he's hiking up the trail wearing his tent as a bug suit. and he's just like curmudgeoning and like bitching and moaning about the bugs, and how he's got migraines. He gets migraines. It's a problem.
Ice hat.
And he's hiking up to this basin, up to the middle of the fucking Rocky Mountains, wearing his tent. And we're all just absolutely losing our shit at watching him walk up through these meadows, just like just dogging it.
That is hilarious.
and we got up to where we camped, and the bugs were just absolutely fucking abysmal. We all basically just got right in our tents and went to sleep. Didn't even bother photographing that night. Fortunately, they weren't too bad in the morning, but the sunrise was just kind of whatever.
Yeah, you get in your tent, zip up the door, and then you kill all the ones that are in there, and then you're like, okay, I'm good. And once you open it again, you got to start over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show is over.
That's the move.
But oh my God, that was a trip. So then, yeah, like 2 days later, we tried to go into the rock wall. We got into the first camp, and then there was like thunderstorms that came over overnight, and we were just like, "Fuck, nobody has rain gear. We need to hike out." And so we hiked 10 miles back out to the trailhead, and as soon as we got to the trailhead, the thunderstorms came over and started pouring on us. And we were just like,
Dumping on you.
"Okay, we
Yeah.
probably made the right decision here."
So you did Berg Lake, the Bugaboos, and the rock wall in one trip.
No. So Berg
Okay.
Lake, and Tonquin Valley was one trip,
Tonkin Valley.
and then
That's some
there was
mileage,
the
though.
Yeah, it was the
That's some
Bugaboos.
mileage.
That's some
Yeah.
mileage. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean, we were dragging ass at the end of that
That's
trip
motivating.
for sure. Yeah, I've learned
That's-
since then. One major hike per trip.
That's a good call.
Wow. Good deal.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, thanks so
Good
much
shit.
for coming on and sharing all these
Yeah,
awesome
dude.
images and
Dude, Swan.
Great
talking
stories.
about your
dude.
work with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anytime.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
stuff, man.
Oh, you'll be back as a guest host for sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm game.
Hell yeah. Fucking
Definitely.
Swan.
Swan's a Pacific Northwest legend. He really is.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yes.
honest.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. FAFO.
Awesome. Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, boys.
I'm empty.
Have a good
right
rest of your
now.
evening.
But it's all good. See you, boys.
We'll get them.
Times.